Good morning students. I am Rajeshwari belonging to Mathematics department. For this semester I am only going to handle probability and queuing theory for you. Let us move to the syllabus. Unit 1 is probability and random variables. These are the following contents we are going to see in the first unit. Before we move on to the first subtopic, axioms of probability, let us see some definitions. First definition is trial. Trial is otherwise said to be experiment. When tossing a coin is a trial. Likewise, throwing a die is a trial, otherwise experiment. Next one, event. When tossing a coin, you will get either head or tail. That is said to be an event. Next one is exhaustive event. Total number of all possible outcomes is said to be an exhaustive event. For example, now I am going to toss on single coin. So what happen? You will get either head or tail. You are having two outcomes now, possible outcomes. So for this example, the answer will be 2. Next one, mutually exclusive event. When the occurrence of one does not affect in any way the occurrence of the other. Example, when tossing a coin, getting head or tail are mutually exclusive because both head or tail cannot appear in the same time. Next one is independent event. When the actual happening of one class not influence in any way the happening of other. For example, when tossing a coin, getting head in the first task is independent of getting head in the second task and in the third task also. Next we are going to see the important definition, favorable cases. Favorable cases is denoted by probability of A is equal to number of cases by exhaustive event, that is total number of all possible outcomes. Let us see some examples now. Find the probability of getting 4, and the second question is an odd number with an ordinary die. Now students, you come on, tell me, when you throw a die, what are all the things you will get? For example, now I am going to write now. What are all the possible outcomes means? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all possible outcomes. When you throw a single die, you will get the possible outcomes. But now the question is now, find the probability of getting 4. 4 means you just see here, 4 how many times? You will get only once. So for the first problem, probability of A is equal to, you will get the 4 only once. So 1 divided by, exhaustive event means already know, all possible outcomes, that is 6. So 1 by 6 is the first answer. Now we move on to the second question. The second question is an odd number with an ordinary die. You just see this. What are all the odd numbers here? 1, 3 and 5. So you are having now 3 options now. So for the second question, probability of A is equal to 3 by 6. Now we cancel these two, you will get 1 by 2. This is the answer. Now next one. The second example is 2 unbiased dice or rolled the chances obtaining a even sum. So what is the solution? It is same as the previous one. In this problem they are asking the odd number. But in this problem, they are asking the even numbers. So what are all the even numbers here? 2, 4, 6. So here also you will get 3 options. So the answer is 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2. Now we see the third questions. If you twice flick a balanced coin, what is the probability of getting at least one head? What are all the possible, when you throw a single coin means, that is toss a single coin means, what are all the things you will get? Either head or tail. But here the questions, twice flick a balanced coin. So you will get head head, head tail, tail head, tail tail. So you are having, these are the possible outcomes. This is exhaustive event. Now the question is, at least one head you should get. So if you see here you will get once, here once, here once. Here no head is there. So you are having 3 options now. So probability of A is equal to number of cases is 3. So 3 divided by, this is the exhaustive event 4. So 3 by 4. Now you see the next question. 4 persons are chosen at random from the group contain 3 men, 2 women and 4 children. show that the chances that exactly 2 of them will be children. So now you have to solve and tell me. First you denote that men is capital M, women is capital, that is capital W, children is capital C. You are having totally now 3 men, okay, then 2 women, then 4 children. Now your question is now, show that the chances of exactly you will get 2 of them will be children. So what are the things you have to write now means probability of A is equal to, totally you are having 3 women's, 2 women and 4 children. Okay, so this is the question now. Exactly 2 of them will be children. They are saying exactly 2 of them will be children. So what are all the things? 4 children are there. So 4C2, you have to write in this combination. So you are having the combination 3 men and 2 women. You just add these two. Just add these two. So what you will get? Totally 5. So you will get 5C2 divided by, now you have to sum all these things. 3 plus 2 plus 4, you will get 9. 9C. The question is 4 children are there. So 4C4. Now we have to solve this. Did you understand now? Totally 4 children are there. Okay. And this 2 women. Okay. So 4C2. In this exactly 2 of them children. So you are selecting 4C2 into 5C2 by totally men, women, children combination. The number of total number of men, women and children. That only this 9. C4. Totally 4 children are there. So 4. Now we have to solve this one. Already you studied this combination, I think so. 4C2 means how to calculate 4 into 3 by 1 into 2. So what you will get now? You have to cancel these. You will get the answer 6. Likewise 5C2 means how to calculate 5 into 4 by 1 into 2. So what you will get now? 2. You have to cancel these two. You will get the answer 10. So for this one 6 into 10 by 9C4. 9C4 means what you will get now? Let us check now. 9 into 8 into, you have to decrease the value. 7 into 6 into 5 by, the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4. But C4 is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is enough actually. No need to write this one. Up to 4 only. So what happened now? You just strike out. 2 4s are 8. Cancelling this. 3. So 2 times. So what you will get now? 9 into 7 into 2. Multiple this and write the value here. You have to strike out everything. So now you substitute the value here. So what you will get now? 6 into 10 by 9 into, what are all the values you are having? 9 into these two values. 7 into 2. 7 into 2. So you cancel this 5 times. Okay, this 3 times, 2 times. When you solve these, you will get this answer. Now you see here. You have to solve all these things. So you will get 60 by 126. That is 10 by 21. Next we are going to see the fifth problem. The question is, what is the chance that the leap year is selected at random will contain 53 Sundays? This is the important question actually. All of you know, in ordinary year, you will have totally 365 days. In the leap year means that I am going to write now. Ordinary year. Ordinary year means you will get totally 365 days. Likewise, in leap year, you will get 366 days. Out of these 366 days, we have 52 Sundays definitely. So the combinations will be Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You see here, now the screen will be clear, I think so. What is the chance that the leap year is selected at random will contain 53 Sundays? A leap year consists of 366 days. Ordinary year will contain 365 days. In this leap year, you will totally get 52 Sundays. The combinations will be 52 Sundays means the combination will be Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday, Monday. This combinations only. So probability of A, they are asking 53 Sundays actually. See, here one Sunday is there, here one Sunday is there. So totally you will get 2 by 7. Actually this combination will be 7. So totally the exhaustive event is 7. Number of cases means here one Sunday is here, here also. So totally 2. So 2 by total number of outcomes. So 2 by 7 is the answer. Now only we move on to the first subtopic, axioms of probability. Let S be a sample space, then probability of A satisfy the following condition. This is the basic conditions you should know in the probability. This is applicable for all the cases. Probability of A should be lies between 0 to 1 only. Next one, probability of S is equal to 1. Next condition, probability of union I is equal to 1 to n, AI is equal to summation I equal to 1 to n, probability of AI. Next we are going to see the results, important results. Probability of phi, that is the empty set phi means 0. Probability of A bar can also be written as 1 minus probability of A. These are all important results. Probability of A bar intersection B bar is equal to probability of A union B the whole bar. Next one, probability of A bar union B bar is nothing but probability of A intersection B the whole bar. Probability of A complement intersection B complement is nothing but probability of A union B the whole power C, whole complement. Probability of A complement union B complement is nothing but probability of, just opposite, right? Intersection means union, union means intersection. Probability of A intersection B the whole power C. Probability of A plus B is nothing but probability of A union B. In the problems they will ask like this also. Plus means union, multiplication means intersection. Probability of A into B means probability of A intersection B. Probability of A union B, this is the important formula you will use in all the problems. Probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Next one, probability of A intersection B is nothing but probability of A into probability of B. When you have to use this formula means, if A and B are independent means you have to use the last formula. That is probability of A intersection B can also be written as probability of A into probability of B. Based on this results, now you are going to solve some few problems. First problem is probability of A, probability of B, probability of A intersection B. Now the question, these are all given in the questions. The question is now you have to find probability of A bar intersection B bar and probability of A bar union B bar. These are the two questions you have to find. Using this results you have to solve now. So let us solve now. The question is now probability of A bar intersection, probability of, the question is now A bar intersection B bar. Okay, now listen here. Probability of A bar intersection B bar. Now you see this result. Probability of A bar intersection B bar. So first you have to apply this results only. Probability of A union B the whole bar. Now I am going to apply here. Probability of A union B the whole bar. The bar is for everything. Okay. So what is the next step? Now I am going to apply probability of A union B. This already you know. 1 minus. Now I have to remove this bar actually. So 1 minus probability of A union B. Then the bar will be neglected now. So what is the next step? This is equal to 1 minus. Already you know another formula. Probability of A union B is nothing but probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So now this can be written as probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. This one. So this is nothing but 1 minus, you know what is probability of A, that is already given in the question, 0.4, plus probability of B also given, that is 0.7, minus probability of A intersection B is 0.3. So substitute all this value, you will get the answer now. So 1 minus, you have to solve this one, 0.4, multiple this with this, otherwise you have to simplify this and multiple with minus sign. So 0.4, 0.7 means you will get 1.1. When you add these two, you will get 1.1. 1.1 minus 0.3. So what you will get now? 11 minus 3. 11 minus 3 means what you will get now? Come on, tell me any idea. 11 minus 3. You will get 8, I think so. 8. Okay. Point. So what you will get here? Remaining, you will get only 8 only. 0.8. This will become, what happened now? 1.1 minus 0.3 is here. Okay. So the next step is 1 minus or plus now. 1 point plus 1.1. Here is actually minus. So you will get 0.8. So 1 minus 0.8 you will get 0.2. So this is the first answer. Okay. See here. You have to use all this result, and that is your wish. First you multiply this minus with here. Otherwise you simplify this, and after that you multiply with minus sign. Anyway you will get the same answer, 0.2 only. Okay. So next question. Probability of A bar intersection union B bar. Probability of A bar union B bar. So for this also I am going to use this results only. Now let us listen. Probability of A bar union B bar. So this can also be written as probability of A intersection B the whole bar. This can be written as 1 minus now I want to remove this bar. So 1 minus, this can be written as A intersection B. Next one, 1 minus. Already you know what is the value. This is already given in the question. So there is 0.3. So 1 minus 0.3 you will get 0.7. So this is your answer. Next question. If A and B are with probability of A is equal to 3 by 8, probability of B is equal to 1 by 2, and probability of A intersection B equal to 1 by 4, find probability of A complement intersection B complement. Okay, for this also already you know what is the result actually. Probability of A complement intersection B complement means probability of A union B the whole power complement. That formula only area you are going to use now. You write the given question first, then apply the formula. This can also be, this is like bar formula only. Now I want to remove this complement. So this can be written as 1 minus probability of A union B. The complement will be neglected now. So this also you know the formula for probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Now substitute all the value here. Already A, B and A intersection B is given in the question. Substitute all the values, then simplify. You will get this answer. Okay. The next question. Event A and B or probability of A plus B is equal to 3 by 4. Note this, plus B, A plus B is given in the question. Next one, probability of AB is equal to 1 by 4. Now the question is, probability of A bar equal to 2 by 3. What is probability of B? They are asking. First you should tell me probability of A plus B is nothing but probability of A union B. So probability of A union B is given in the question. Next one, probability of AB. AB means there is nothing but intersection. Union, intersection, A bar is given. From this you have to calculate what is probability of B now. Let us solve this one now. So the question, probability of B they are asking. Okay. So we first will write probability of A union B is what? 3 by 4. 3 by 4. Probability of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 4. Next one. Probability of A bar is equal to 2 by 3. Now the question is, what is probability of B now? Okay, we will solve now. So probability of A union B intersection B, probability of A bar given in the question. You have to calculate what is probability of B only. First we will calculate what is probability of A. Probability of A bar is nothing but 1 minus probability of A. So already probability of A bar is given in the question, that is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is equal to 1 minus probability of A. So now I am going to take probability of A to this side, 1 minus 2 by 3 to this side. So what you will get now? 1 by 3. Probability of A is 1 by 3 now. So now you know what is probability of A intersection union. Already you know one formula. Based on this formula, you will easily calculate A union B means what? Probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. What is probability of A union B now? That is given 3 by 4 is equal to probability of A. Now we got the answer is 1 by 3 plus probability of B is, we don't know what is the answer, that only the question. What is probability of A intersection B? That is also already given in the question, 1 by 4. Now you keep probability of B this side, remaining all to this side. So what you will get now? 3 by 4 minus 1 by 3. This will become plus 1 by 4 is equal to probability of B. What is the LCM? The LCM will be 12. Okay, you are having 4-3 combination. So you just multiple 9. Here when you multiple 4 with 3 you will get 12. So you have to multiple 3 with also 3. Minus, you have to multiple this with 4. So 4 plus here 3, okay, is equal to probability of B. So what is the answer now? 9 plus 3 you will get 12. 12 minus 4, 8. So 8 by 12 equal to probability of B. So what is the answer now? This implies, tell me, these two is 2 4s are 8, 3 4s are 12. The answer is 2 by 3. Now you see here, you will get the answer 2 by 3. Now the next question is, a bag containing 6 red, 4 black and 7 blue, 10 white. 5 balls are drawn at random. What is the probability that 2 of them are red and 1 is black, 2 is blue? First you read the question 2 times, then only you will be more clear. A bag is containing totally 6 red, 4 black, 7 blue and 7 blue, 10 white. 5 balls are drawn at random. What is the probability that 2 of them are red and 1 is black, 2 is blue? Okay, first you write totally, okay, how many balls are there, how many white balls, how many red balls, how many blue balls. You should write all these things, then only you will be clear. The question is clearly given. 2 red and 1 black, 2 blue is drawn from that bag. Okay, so totally 10 white, 6 red. Okay, so in the bag totally you are having 10 white ball, 6 red ball, then 4 blue ball, sorry 4 black, this is black, then 7 blue balls are there. In a bag you are having 10 white, 6 red, 4 black and 7 blue balls are there. The probability of A is equal, the condition is, what is the probability of that 2 of them are taken at random, 2 of them are red, 1 is black, 2 is blue. That is the question. So you first take 2 red, totally 6 reds are there. So 6C2. In 6 red balls you are taken only 2 at random, that is 6C2 into next one. What is the next condition? 2 of them red, 1 is black. 1 is black means what do you have to do? Black, totally 4 black balls are there. Totally 4 black balls are there. So 4C1 into next one is 2 is blue. Totally 7 blues are there. So 7C2. Total number of balls into the number of balls drawn from that bag. That is the concept actually. By now we have to add all the bags, that is balls in the bag. 10 plus 6 plus 4 plus 7. So 10 plus 6, 16. 16 plus 4, 20. 20 plus 7, that is 27. So 27 balls are there, all colors of ball. Okay. See, totally how many balls are drawn? 2, 1, 2. So totally 5 balls are drawn at random. So you have to write now. Shall we write now? 6C2. Numerator part we will write here. 6 into, you have to write 5. Reduce 1 by 1 into 2. This is only for the numerator term. Okay. Into 4C1 means 4 only. There is no change. Into 7C2 means 7 into 6 by 1 into 2. The whole thing divided by. So this is the values only for the numerator part. Now in the denominator part you are having 27 into 26 into 25 into 24, totally 5, C5, 1, 2, 3, you have to write up to 23 now, 5, divided by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, this is for the numerator part. Now we have to cancel and simplify everything, you will get this answer 0.015 at last. Okay, you check later. I already checked this in the calci. Otherwise, you simplify, you will get this answer. No problem. Now we move on to the next question. This is an important question. You please all of you listen. A bag containing 5 white, 6 green, 3 balls. A bag containing 5 white, 6 green, 3 balls are drawn with replacement. What is the chance that all are same color, they are alternatively different color? This is the question, but I am going to solve this problem for both the cases. Sometimes in the university question paper, semester question paper, they will ask with replacement, without replacement, what happens. So for this problem I am going to deal with both the cases. With replacement, what happened? Without replacement, what happened? So first we will check for with replacement, what is the answer? Okay. So now all will be clear, I think so. 5 white, 6 green, 3 balls are drawn at random. 5 white, 6 green balls are there. 3 balls are at random with replacement. The condition is all are same color. Next one, they are alternatively different color. So first we move on to the first case. With replacement, what happened means all are same color. Probability of A is equal to totally 5 white balls are there. So 5C3 by, okay, totally 5 plus 6, 11. Total number of balls only in the denominator, 11C3 plus, next one, totally 6 green balls are there. 3 balls are drawn at random. So 6C3 by 11C3. You have to simplify this one. Already know how to simplify. 5 into 4 into 3 by 1 into 2 into 3. Likewise for the denominator, you have to write, you simplify, you will get this answer. Now we move on to the second case in this. They are alternatively different colors. You see here, they are alternatively different colors. So what is it? Probability of A is equal to probability of, I am going to take, you are having only white green combinations. So I am going to write now probability of white, green, white, alternative combinations. So you are having only white green combinations. White, green, white, another one is green, white, green. Totally you having only 2 colors. So no problem. You have to interchange and write. Anyway at last you will get the same answer only. So white, green, white. In the bag, actually in the given bag, you are having totally 5 white colors balls. Okay. So 5C2 into, what is this? Green, how many you are having? 6 totally. 6, already 2 balls drawn at random. So now you are having only remaining 1. Did you understand? Alternatively you should take the remaining balls also over. By total number of balls C3. Up to 3 only the conditions, not more than that. Okay. Likewise here 6. First you have to take the green ball only. Totally 6 green balls are there. 6C2 into 5C1. Okay. Divided by, you are having, actually understand the meaning actually. White you are having 2. So that wise 2 drawn at the, okay. Green only 1. Likewise green you are having 2 times you are picking the random. So 6, totally 6 balls are there. 2 greens are there. So 2 green colored balls you are taken at random. Here 1 white balls are there. So 5C1. Totally 5 white balls are there. From 5 balls you are taken only 1 ball at random. That is the meaning actually. So here the same thing, 11C3, 11C3. You have to simplify. You will get this answer. Okay. The next one, without replacement, what happened? This is the important condition actually. All are same color. Now we move on to the questions now. Now with replacement, we are doing all these things. But now the question is now, without replacements, what happened? First condition, all are same color. Probability of A is equal to, without replacement, totally 5 white balls are there. 5C1 by, you have to reduce 1 by 1. That is, all are same color. Okay. You have to choose at random. Okay. Probability of A is equal to 5C1, okay, by 11C1. That is the first condition here. Okay. Then next one, 4C1 by 10C1. Without replacement, so you have to reduce the ball 1 by 1. then 3C1 by 9C1. Did you understand? Totally 5 white balls are there, same color. So 5, 4. Totally 3 balls are drawn at random. So 1 is not enough. So you have to write up to 3 balls. So 5C1, 4C1 reduce 1 by 1 because there is no replacement. So you have to reduce 1 by 1 and you have to draw the ball 3 times. 11C1, 10C1, 9C1. This is the first condition. Plus the next one only you see here now. 6C1 by 11C1, 5C1. Totally 6 green balls are there. So 6C1, 5C1, 4C1. You have to reduce 1 by 1. Then you have to simplify. You will get this answer. Now the next condition is they are alternatively different colors. So what happened? Probability of A is equal to. So alternatively different colors means what is the meaning actually? You will get first white, green, white likewise. Okay. Here also you have to write probability of A is equal to probability of white, green, white. This is the alternative color without ribbons. Totally you are having now 5 white and 6 green balls are there. So what happened now? White balls is actually 5 only. That is here, we put here 5 white balls. So 5C1 by 11C1 into next one green ball. Okay. So green ball totally 6. 6C1 by next one. The 1 balls will be reduced. So 10C1. There is no change. Into now again you move on to white ball. White ball now 5 is already we put. So 1 ball will be reduced. So 4C1 by you will get now 9C1. This is the condition. Now see here. Okay, this is white, green, white combination. Likewise this one is green, white, green combination. Totally here 6 green balls are there. So 6C1 by 11C1. White balls totally 5. So 5C1. Again you move on to green without replacement. So you have to reduce the value here. So what happened now? This will become 5 now. 5C1 by 9C1. Now you have to simplify all these things. You will get this answer. Thank you students. Students, in this class we discuss about what are all the basic definitions, basic problems in probability, and with replacement, without replacements, what you have to do in the problems. These and all we see in this class. In the next class we will discuss the conditional probability. Thank you students. We will see you in the next class.